Late-night comedian Jimmy Kimmel confirming he has obtained Italian citizenship, saying that he will consider using it to flee Trump's America, much to the same kind of exodus of liberals like Rosie O'Donnell and Ellen DeGeneres, both picking up and moving overseas. Kimmel dropped the news on a podcast last week when discussing his opinion on the state of the U.S.
A lot of people I know are thinking about where they can get citizenship and
I do have Italian. I did get Italian citizenship.
You do?
I do.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, I do have that. And what's going on is as bad as you thought it was going to be.
Way worse.
It's so much worse. It's just unbelievable. Like, I feel like it's probably even worse than he would like it to be.
You know, my relatives immigrated here. Much of us have relatives that did. And when my grandparents did immigrate here, they had to renounce their Italian citizenship to become U.S. citizens. They framed the U.S. citizenship on the wall. They were so proud. But Russell Shorto put it best when he said the Italian government succeeded in accomplishing in 20 years what centuries of invaders of Sicily had not, which is bringing the island to ruin and starvation. And so when I think of what Jimmy Kimmel says, and in somehow comparing this current state to tyranny and starvation and oppression, and I think about what my relatives actually did flee, they are rolling over in their graves to think of this land of opportunity that has afforded my growth. I'm here a product of their hard work, their determination, and their desperation. And Jimmy Kimmel knows nothing about either.
Listen, I am a one-man woman. I'm also a one-country woman. I don't like the idea of dual citizenship. Part of it is because I don't like this kind of situation, right? Like, if you think America's not great, then stay and work for it. And by the way, you're a multimillionaire. You're doing pretty good. America's been really good to Jimmy Kimmel. On the other hand, good riddance.
By the way, I bet he can afford an incredible place in Tuscany, so it's not exactly like he's moving to Italy to be with the poor people there. But you know what? It shows the deterioration of this whole thing with late night. I love that Gutfeld went on Fallon's show. I remember when Jon Stewart used to come here and go on with O'Reilly. And I know Jay Leno really well. He's a real open-minded guy. He loves his cars. You can talk to him. You don't even know what Jay Leno's politics are half the time. They've destroyed late night, except for Greg.
Well, look, I mean, I kind of don't understand why it's even a question of him not wanting to stay here. I mean, if he's going to capitulate and just give up everything he's worked for because his ego won't let him stay on TV and actually compete, that's up to him. He does have Italian ancestry through his grandmother, I understand, because from what I've read, she immigrated here in like the late 1800s after an earthquake near Naples. At least that's what I'm reading. So I can understand the familial connection. But this is the greatest country on the planet for making your dreams come true. And if he feels some pressure from Greg on late night, doesn't he have any other fresh ideas?
Yeah, Kellyanne, talk to us about this narrative that is so prevalent in all of these sort of microcosmic shows that we're talking about where, you know, they hate America, get out of here, but weirdly enjoying all the fruits of it with their big microphones.
Yes, absolutely. Well, first of all, I didn't know he was Italian. I'm kind of disappointed because my mom was 100% Italian. His vowels are in all the wrong places, so I had no idea.
Ending with an L.
But I certainly know he's not funny. President Trump has broken these people, broken this industry. They're not funny anymore. Even that exchange is so caustic and so formulaic. Like, oh, two white, rich liberals podcasting together in their safe spaces, complaining about this great country. Then go somewhere else. Be my guest and stay. But I'm with you on the dual citizenship. I do know lots of people who have it, and they have it for different reasons, Rachel.
I know.
But I think this is the time where President Trump is making very clear, let's get rid of all the stupid acronyms, CRT, BLM, DEI, ESG, and replace it with USA. And there's this great patriotic fervor just sweeping this country. Look at these cheerleaders, look at this sweeping this country. And it just makes people like that not only seem unfunny, but out of sync and out of touch.
And ungrateful.
Ungrateful.
Yeah.
Grateful.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Compagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.